2, 1. Hey, Chris. How are you?
Hey, Rob. Long time no see or hear.
Another week, another weekly dose.
A weekly dose.
A dose of the news.
Jeez, a dose of something, Rob. A dose of something.
For me, it's been a pretty light week. I've gone over the news several times in the past couple of days, and not much really interests me this week, I have to say.
Well, I don't know. I've been listening to Trump talking about injecting yourself with bleach, and I think there's a photo book to be made. In fact, I've got the Domestos downstairs, and I'm going to photograph myself after I'm going to do a series of injections and see how that works out for myself.
Blame it all on Trump.
Well, the makers of Domestos and bleach now are actually putting warnings out saying, "Do not."
Yeah, I heard about that today. Yeah.
He's now actually on the news saying he was being sarcastic.
You can't do that, dude. You can't say that you're being sarcastic to a whole nation like that. It doesn't work like that.
Hey, George, the orange guy.
Because that hydroquinone or whatever it was called, somebody injected themselves with that stuff and killed themselves. Anyways, Chris, I only have one real news story.
Jesus, Rob. Don't do it to me.
There's a couple of things that happened this week, like
Personal things?
you heard about no, photography related things where the entire camera industry is down 62% or something.
It was one of my stories.
You heard about that?
Yeah, it was one of my stories that I cut because there was initials in it that I didn't understand what they were from, and it didn't give me any key. It was like CPS or something, and I was like, crappy people syndrome. I didn't know what was going on, and I thought I don't want to embarrass myself. So
there's only one industry. Yeah. Okay, there's only one industry that's lost more market than cameras. And what is that industry? Try to guess.
I would say it is probably flip-flops. No, it's quite
close.
Clothes. Retail.
Nope.
No. Cars.
Luggage.
I shouldn't laugh, Rob. I shouldn't laugh. Larry the luggage guy will be raging.
Yep.
Luggage is down.
Luggage is down.
Maybe
cameras are down.
Maybe a good time to buy lots of stuff, Rob. Am I right?
If you had a whole massive bank account that's just burning a bank account hole in your pocket.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, but otherwise, I mean, they're talking to 18 months now. So, you know, what are you going to do? How are you going to hold that money? How are you going to save it? Are you going to save it? Are you going to spend it? Do you anticipate things?
Rob, you know, I both are into Bitcoin, and that's where my stuff's at.
Yeah. So. I mean, Canon just came out with their announcement this week about their new R5. You heard about that, right? And now everybody's anticipating all those people that went from Canon to Sony are now going to jump back to Canon. You know, because they're going to be getting 8K raw, full frame motion. They're going to get 4K, 120 frames per second in C-Log. I mean, it's a crazy camera if you shoot a lot of motion.
Yeah, much more.
But the one thing,
oh, sorry.
I think it's going to run like 3,500. You know, same as the 5D Mark III was. You know, it's in that same price range. But the thing is they didn't talk about anything about the stills.
No, I know.
They never mentioned anything about the stills.
Stills are dead, Rob. What are stills?
Well, you know, I mean, the only thing they said was that it still has the dual pixel autofocus.
I know.
You know, it's got that 1DX Mark III or whatever's, autofocus system.
But you're not going to change the.
No way. I mean, if it comes to that, where I need something of that quality in video, I'll rent it.
Yeah, 100%.
Because, if I'm renting it, I'm going to be passing it on to the client. So why would I bust a nut, to spend that sort of money on new gear every 2 years, every 3 years?
No, I hear you. And I think...
I mean, the equipment that I have now with the Sonys, that is good enough to get by for 70%, 80% of the clients that are looking for motion stuff.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And also, you know what? Wow, you know how I feel about the whole thing. I love that. Apart from the the A9 too, and all the stuff that goes on. There's my wife coming in.
Are you on?
I'm recording. Yeah.
Are you really?
I'm really recording, yeah.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Leah.
Hello.
Sorry, Rob.
Hi.
We've got to start again, Leah. Fuck's sake.
What's your first story, Chris?
Well, let's just pause for a second and we could edit that out, perhaps.
No, it's good. It's good. It's all good.
Oh, crazy. No, because my face doesn't look good. I'm infuriated. You'll say I'm infuriated. Okay. My first... I've been in here all night. Okay. My first story, Rob, is... they're quite light. They're quite light stories in a sense.
Yeah, that's what I found.
Yeah. Mine's is F-stoppers, okay? I don't usually go to F-stoppers. You're filing your nail. You filing a nail? What are you doing there? Sawing a...
Rocket brush.
Oh, okay. 10 ways to reinvent your Instagram accounts while in lockdown, Rob.
10 ways what, sorry?
To reinvent your Instagram account while in lockdown.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do you know what? I looked at this and I poo-pooed it. And then I thought, I'm going to have a look at it and see what the crack is. Listen to this. Okay. I think you'll like this. Take advantage of your photo archive. Okay. So, stick up old work.
I think that's what everybody's doing right now.
Stick up old work. Okay, this is nice, right? But before and after comparisons, I think that's fairly reasonable. I don't mind the idea of that. Mm-hmm. Make some lighting diagrams. I do. I actually like that. I like the thought of putting stuff on and showing how it's been lit. Well, not me doing it. You doing it because you know how to light stuff. And then I could steal it and pretend it's my own. Read your book and movie collection. I don't understand it, or I don't go read that. Show off some of your gear. Well, I'm not really into that. That's not good. Give thanks. Well, let's give thanks.
Sure. Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah, it's good. Bit of positivity. Share a playlist. Not really going out there. I like this. Documenting scouting locations. I actually do like that a lot.
Oh dear.
I know. I just think there's something that shows you a map, Rob, with a big red X. It's like a 1940s map of Seattle. I like it. It's won me over. The picture has won me over. Right? You like this next one? Share some of your weird props that you own. Let me say you have some weird props. I'd say you have some doozies in there. Sure. There's a picture of a hatchet, which I don't know. I don't know what the crowd is. Take a self-portrait. That's the last one. Somebody's just thrown that in, haven't they? John, I've got 9, I need another one. John, I've got 9, I need another one. Take a self-portrait. That's in at the end. So there's about 3 things there I like. But let's not poo-poo it straight away. There will be those who are Instagram heavy and need stuff to do. You know what I mean?
There's a couple in there. I think the before and after thing is pretty cool.
Yeah, I do like the lighting diagram, Rob. If you want to send any of those to me just before you get home.
I got a few of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
My next one, I'm going to go for. What am I going to go for? Okay, you don't think this is news, I'm sure. Anyway, I'm going to say it's news. It's my news.
Is it groundbreaking?
For me, yeah, it is groundbreaking. Matthew Thompson. Okay, let me just see if I can get this up.
people.
Oh, look, what's playing?
Unfinished.
Let me just do this here, and if I can. This is Matthew Thompson photography. Anybody that knows Matthew Thompson from Dublin will know how good a photography is. And now he's moved into, he's been moving into moving image, but this stuff's just brilliant. So I'll just read this really quickly. Matthew Thompson. I'm thrilled to share films of amazing poets and performers I've collaborated with over the last 12 months. A genuine privilege. Check out the very soulful brinkerhoffpoetry.org, right? .org. And you're like, that sounds okay, right? But it's people like Seamus Heaney, Lemon, W.B. Yeats, Dylan Thomas. Obviously not. Some of those people aren't with us, so he hasn't been time traveling.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Or maybe Do you know what? Matthew's such an all-rounder. I wouldn't be surprised if he had invented a time machine. Wouldn't be. There'd be nothing would surprise me. You know, I mean, he's got the looks for it. So what we have here is, he's doing stuff in New York. It's basically, what he's shown is a kind of beautifully put together snippets. Is that a good word when you're talking about poetry? Probably not.
Sure.
Snippets of beautifully lit, beautifully framed, beautifully shot poems, poets and their poems. It's on Instagram. I haven't seen it anywhere else. I must go and look and see what the crack is. But it is just, we go on, and you know what? 902 posts, 2,619 followers. This guy should have 2 million followers. That's how much I love Matthew's work. He's such an amazing guy. Photography and moving image. I must ask him when that moving image thing slipped in there. But what's really interesting is if you go on, there's a wee thing on Instagram that's MatthewThompsonPhotography.com. Have a look around the Instagram and look at. I have to say this. I don't sound too gushy. I haven't seen a per post by Matthew ever. There you go. What do you think of that?
Cool.
I haven't seen any of Matthew's work that has been.
So we'll put his Instagram in the link
100%,
below, in the description below.
And his website. And he is, not only that, he's really, really dishy.
He's really what?
Dishy. Handsome.
Dishy.
Handsome.
He's what?
Handsome.
Handsome.
Yeah.
Handsome.
Dishy.
Oh, okay.
And bright. And talented.
You got a man crush on him?
Hold on, I'm thinking, do I like him now after saying all those things? It's everything I hate usually in people. And he's all three. And I love him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's a man crush, isn't it? Anyway,
Breaking.
He knows what the crack is. Okay, Rob, and last one is, and these are nice and light, nice and upbeat, okay? Last one is the Guardian, okay? And it is literally 20 photographs of the week. Okay, and that sounds kind of pretty dull. But you can imagine...
Is it upbeat, or is it...
It's upbeat as in they're beautifully taken. It's physical distance and self-isolation and lockdown, the most striking photographs on coronavirus from around the world. It's Jim Powell's put it together, and it's just... Yeah, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. They're so well. The photo editing is brilliant. There's a lot of Getty images and all that sort of stuff, but they just run into each other so smoothly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're kind of, there's a couple jump out a wee bit like and dark, but it's essentially people in masks, people with big fumigators, but the lighting is just it's kind of Cruise-esque, a lot of the stuff. You know what I mean? It's that type of lighting, that type of feel. So it feels very, very dramatic, but beautiful. I think you would really like this because some of the stuff is shot quite wide. Not all of it, but some of it. And there's good old Captain Tom. There you go, nicely lit.
Captain Tom
Moore, the guy who's 99 and raised 45 billion. Yeah. That might be an exaggeration, I could be wrong. But it's, Rob, you'll like it. It's worth going to see. It's uplifting. No, the last one.
Well, you have to send me the links.
I'll send you the links. The last one is Head Mortician, looking into the coffin in an underground garage turned into a morgue in Barcelona. So I wouldn't say it's uplifting, but what I would say is that it's beautifully shot, for sure. Okay, and I'm going to stick a couple of extra ones on that I'm not talking about, but it's hashtag stuff on Instagram with regards to sharing your work about lockdown that might be interesting to people. Maybe not. Maybe not. What? How's that? 48. How long have we been going? Is that an hour?
What's that?
We've been going an hour. We've been going half an hour.
Oh, well, we stopped.
Yeah.
We're good. We're all good. Yeah.
There you go. That's me. Oh no, here, Rob, here it is.
We got 11 minutes left.
Well, here, I've nothing to put in apart from the CIPA, C-I-P-A.
I haven't done mine.
Oh, have you not? I thought you'd done yours. I thought that was yours. I thought the Sony thing was yours.
What Sony thing? Chris, you're losing it.
This is Rob, I really am. Leah can then really through me, to be honest with you.
Oh my goodness. That beauty
No, do you know
walking
what?
through the door and you just...
I'm in so much trouble.
What'd you do now?
I think I offended her. I didn't handle it well. I could have handled that much better. I should have said, "Oh, come in and say hello." I didn't do that. I went really red and cross.
Chris.
Right, well, how am I going to get out of that? Do you know what I'm going to do? While we're on this, I'm going to send her a text, send her come up, right? You tell her story, and then I'll get her to come in. And even if it's not used, she'll think it's going to be used, and she'll be happy with that. Right? Is that okay? I'm going to do it.
Don't do that.
No, I am doing that. I'm doing it. Yeah, Rob, you've no idea. I'm not asking for help.
She's going to watch this.
Huh? I know.
She's going to watch this.
I'll just say you took it out. Come up, please. Right. Here she is.
She's going to watch this part, though.
No, I know. No, she won't. Well, she might do. She won't care.
I'm not editing this out.
Do you think it's cute? We're not. Shit.
Well, I'm not editing all this.
Well,
No.
oh, please, Jesus, edit it.
We never edit.
Hold on, listen to here. Leah. She's moving stuff big heavy furniture downstairs. She's making room for my coffin at the window.
She's moving the grand piano into the study.
Jesus Christ. It's so to what my gauge is, Rob. I'm going to let you do your thing. My gauge is Harry. Harry knows whenever Leah's not happy because he goes all fidgety and he's lying here kind of dead. So we're okay, I think. Okay, listen, go on. Tell me your story.
Well, my story means nothing.
So hold on, you're not going to edit the bit where Leah came in and I look cross.
Everybody's waiting for you to introduce Leah.
No, I did. Whenever she left, I did the wanky sign. I did the camera. You're going to have to edit that bit out.
No.
I did the wanky sign. Oh God.
No.
I'm going to get hit mail now. Misogyny.
So,
I'll go ahead.
one of the first times ever in China,
Oh.
Chinese government, the court there, has ruled in favor of an outside camera manufacturer for copyright infringement
What do you mean?
and patent infringement.
What do you mean?
So there's a Swiss company called ALPA,
Mm-hmm.
and they make absolutely crazy, beautiful cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Just beautiful. They used to make, I think they made everything. I think that one time they had a 35 millimeter back in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
I think that for a short time in the 60s and 70s, they had a 2.25 styled camera. And then they were making some large format cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And now they make specifically cameras for digital backs.
Oh.
And they make some tripod heads and God, did they make a studio stand? They might have made a studio stand as well. Just random camera equipment and photo accessories and stuff. Anyways, this beautiful camera that they make for digital backs, for phase cameras and stuff, big photographers use them. They're very, very beautiful. And landscape photographers, commercial photographers, advertising photographers. This Chinese company has ripped them off, just blatantly copied them exactly. And they went to court last week and they won.
Good.
It's amazing.
Good for China.
And well, good for ALPA.
Yeah.
So here I'll do a Chris here. I'll just read this real quickly.
Don't read off.
Sorry, I have a moth coming in here into the shot.
That's me, Rob.
That's you.
It's probably Leah. She's probably transfixed and changed herself.
Swiss camera manufacturer ALPA has won a case in the Chinese courts against a company that was making and distributing cameras and accessories copied from its own models. The Chinese brand Guji has been told to pay damages to ALPA over the FY 2015 camera, which is a direct copy of ALPA's A12 series models. The company has copied the camera, backs, and accessories and was selling under its own name and even started camera clubs for users in its copied products.
You know what's really nice about that, Rob? I'm going to go and buy one.
can't do that stuff. You can't.
No, they're basically just advertising. The Chinese government aren't poo-pooing that. They're advertising. They're advertising.
Well, the bad thing is,
Yeah.
the bad thing, Chris, the website's still up.
No, of course, but that's what I'm saying.
And the products are still up.
Of course, because what they're it's made the news that China have lambasted one of their own. But what's really happening is people all over the world will be like, okay, well that's probably like a 50% marked out in price. Let's go and have a look and see what's going on.
They're huge. It's a huge price difference. But you got to realize that these companies are putting up so much R&D into this stuff.
No, of course, yeah. Okay.
And for them to recoup all that time, the years that they've spent invested in research and development and prototyping and honing everything.
Yeah.
For somebody to come along and just blatantly rip it all off. And they're 3 or 4 year ahead of the game now, and they're selling this stuff for a quarter of the price or 30% of the price. It's ridiculous. You can't condone that stuff, and you can't invest in that stuff. I have a friend, Chris, who just yesterday was talking about his bootleg copy of Photoshop.
No, it wasn't.
And I'm like, who in this day and age is not paying for Photoshop?
No,
That's ridiculous.
I get you.
At £10 a month or $10 a month to get Lightroom and Photoshop, if you're making money in photography, that should be the first investment you make.
Yeah.
And you should definitely be paying Adobe back for all their hard work in creating a tool that allows you to do what you do.
And since they've given me money off, Rob, I have to say that I also have a moth. Like I have a moth there coming in.
I got to close my window. They're coming in. They're attracted to the LEDs.
I tried to close my door, but it hasn't come up, Rob.
Oh my goodness, Chris. Should I let you go?
No, I don't want to go on. Just stay and talk to me forever.
I'm sorry, we're still doing the podcast. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, Chris. We're still doing the podcast.
Leah just came at me. She came in. She was so kind of face as well. I really let myself down.
She's slithering across the floor right now from the doorway.
The wanky sign. I thought you did that. I did the wanky sign, Rob, to my wife. Not even to my wife, behind my wife's back. God. Do you know what? All I can say is I've had a very strange couple of days. I don't feel quite right. I did fall and hit my head. I haven't told her that, but I'll maybe will tonight. There's my hat there.
There's your out.
There's my hat. No, I'm not putting my hat on. I'm a dick already. And I don't want to make myself look like a bigger dick. I'm an emotional dick.
So do you have any more stories, Chris?
Just about the divorce and the having to sell all my gear to try and afford to live in a one bedroom shite hole, nowhere near the sea. Oh dear. Can you take at least? No, you can't do it again. I guess it's. She hasn't even replied.
Well, Chris.
No, how long have we? If we're in all 3 minutes, Rob?
We got 3 minutes.
Right, I'm going to send another message saying, please, come on.
So everybody out there in YouTube land, hold tight. There's more to follow here. We're just waiting for Chris on the other line here.
Please, come on. Do you know what? She doesn't have her phone. The phone is with my son playing Moshy's bedtime stories. She's oblivious to the messaging.
All right, then.
But hold on. What she'll see is the timestamp of the messages, and she'll realise that I realised that I've been a... Oh,
You laughing at me?
No, just come here in a sec. We're finished, come here. I'm not laughing at all.
You're trying to show Rob my dressing room.
No, close the door because I want to say something for only 2 minutes. Don't come in because Rob will not edit anything out, okay? You come in earlier on and want to say sorry in front of everybody because when I went...
I think that actually looks quite nice.
We're still recording.
Oh.
Whenever you come in, I went blazing red with anger, and then when we left, I made a wanky sign to the camera. And I felt really bad about it.
So I'll see this then.
Well, Rob said he's not editing it out, so you'll probably
She
definitely
does
see
look
it.
lovely on me.
Come here and I wouldn't say it.
No.
You don't have to see your
There's
face.
no makeup on.
Don't see your face. Rob, just bear with me. Quick, Leo, we've only 30 seconds. Rob's telling me.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
No, come in.
No, it's fine.
Give the boys a treat.
I'll use...
Okay, Leah's not doing it, but at least she's still speaking to me, Rob, which is nice.
Well, just
Don't
in,
kick- don't
just
kick
in
the-
front of Rob. I'm not going to speak to you.
Right, go.
Oh, here, hold on to get her socks.
No, it's good. Right, Rob, it's been very, very nice.
It makes for good podcasting.
Jesus Christ. Let me just... She was wearing my 7-year-old son's dressing gown.
Well, that's comfortable,
It was
I guess.
really tight on
Okay, Chris, at this point,
her. We have to go. 2 seconds.
I'm going to let you go.
Sorry, man. Much more professional.
Thank you very
next
much,
week.
Chris.
Love you, bud.
We'll see you next week. All right, thanks.
God bless
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye, everybody. Sorry for... God save us, Rob.
3, 2, 1.
Cats.